about the latest gaming news and gaming stuff that are coming up in 2015 and maybe 2016. Matt,
Hello, guys. This is Matt Shark 13.
so
Yeah.
the first thing we're going to talk about today is the Nintendo NX. What do you think of that, Matt?
I'm pretty interested to see what Nintendo's next step is to creating a video game console.
Yeah, do you think Nintendo probably? Do you think this is too early for Nintendo, Matt, to
Um,
create a new console?
I think it. I don't. Like, to tell you the truth, I'm not really sure because there's like a huge popularity with the Wii U. I'm pretty interested.
All right, we're live. I just signed into your YouTube channel to see it because for some reason when I'm signed into my YouTube channel I can't see the live podcast, but when I'm signed into yours I can for some reason. So I have to sign into yours and see it. Ah, my freaking foot is asleep. What the hell? So what I think this is kind of a too early. Like even though it's been 5 years, like when they're gonna do more information. They're gonna talk about more information at this year's E3. But even though it might be released the next year, it's been 5 years. But still, I think it's too early to announce it because Microsoft and Sony still hasn't announced it yet, even though it has came out a year after Nintendo's system did.
True. And the other thing is with the new Nintendo system, I hope they like add a Mario Kart game to as their one of their very first games.
Yeah. So what do you have you ever played Zelda before, Matt?
Sort of, yes.
What do you think?
For those of you who don't know what Zelda is, it's sort of similar to it's an adventure quest type game.
All right. So, all right. What do you say, Matt?
I was just telling the viewers what Zelda was.
Oh, so what do you think of them delaying Zelda for another year? Like it was supposed to come out later in the summer of this year, and then they delayed it to 2016.
Uh, I'm as I'm not real since I'm not like really interested in Zelda. I'm not that very concerned with Nintendo's delay on the new Zelda game. But if it was like Mario or something like that, I would kind of be a little concerned.
Yeah. Well, at least they're not gonna be like do a quick release because they're fixing up problems with the game, and like they probably just realized what a problem was and fixing
True.
it real quick before the game is released.
Yeah. Like how that like remember in Advanced Warfare, like when I got Advanced Warfare for the Xbox, like it came with two discs. The first Call of Duty game that ever came with two discs because the content for the game was huge.
Yeah, I hate this is why I hate this new generation because when you get a game for the Xbox One, you have to put the disc in the system and you have to install it. You can't
Yeah,
just
what's the
you can't
purpose? Like, it's almost like reincorporating stuff from the old generation and just making it more complicated than it has
no,
to
it's
be.
like you never had to install a game before. All you had to do was once you put the disc in, installed a mini like megabyte update, and there the game played. But now, when you put the disc in, not only you have to install a huge update, you have to install the game, which is like 50 gigabytes for each game. I don't know why Microsoft and Sony and other video game developers decided to do this. It's like it's not PC, guys. You don't have to install the game. We could put for consoles. You just put the disc in, and you should be set unless there's an update, which will only take a minute. But the game
Yeah,
it takes like 3 hours to download. But
yeah,
like
that's
you can't even do anything else. You have to have the game on all the time until it's downloaded.
like, what if you want to play another game while that's updating? Like, come on.
Come on, that's like the point. That was the whole point of consoles because for PCs, there's every game you have to download. It's impossible to find a physical copy of a PC game. So that's why people are going to consoles.
True.
All right, next topic we're going to talk about is so this happened in L.A. where there's this guy who helped create Modern Warfare 2, and he is now working with his own company, and he just recently installed a new security system, and there's this employee that wanted to test the new security system, and he pressed a button, and the cops came for no reason. And you know what the cops were shooting at, and they thought it was a real person. It was a large life-size statue of a guy holding an assault rifle. Like what? Dude, that guy is such a dumbass. You think that's like you know what would happen to you if that was like actually you were swatting? You would get
Yeah.
like it's not like it wasn't a swatting because like it's just a dumbass testing a security system, but it kind of is. What a swatting is you prank call the police and they go to someone's house because it's like basically it's like if you're pissed off at a component in Call of Duty, they usually swat the other person and say something bad's happened at the other person's house. That's totally stupid because there could be something else going on and you're interrupting the I don't know how to say this. Like there should be something else bad going on, but instead of going to the place where that bad thing's going on, you're going to a place where nothing bad's going on at all, and they're just there. Like what? What's the point of? Well, you're just trying to make names of yourself, and like there's this. Yeah, and it's people on Skype that are doing this. Oh, you can't check our IP address, so we can't find the guy who did this. Yeah, bull crap. With the NSA and other secret agencies you have now, you can't find the freaking guy who did this. Swatting is just complete bullshit.
I agree.
Yeah, it's like the creatures earlier this year during a live stream they got swatted and a bunch of people were like, oh my god, is this real? What's happening right now? Everybody in the chat freaked out.
I actually kind of remember that. Like,
yeah, it was on the news. It was on like the national news and everything. Swatting is a big deal.
yeah.
And it was on Entertainment Tonight too because it's like has something to do with like like people on YouTube that are famous.
I wonder who else has been slaughtered.
I'm not sure. Like there's just other famous YouTubers, celebrities been swatted before. I know that. Yeah, it's been celebrities and different people.
Like how? Like what? Like if you're very famous on YouTube, like what is the chance that you might get slaughtered?
I'm not sure. Like it's not. It's a very slim chance, but it might happen. It might not. Which I'm hoping for bigger people. If they're not, it's not going to happen to them because they should make the laws they have. Like they don't have like they do have laws for it, but they should make the laws like bigger. Like 50 years if you swat somebody because what happened if they died? Like they're not going to make the laws until someone dies and a bad tragedy happens. Like make the laws now so the next dumbass that thinks they're cool doing this are going to think twice of doing it and not do it at all.
Yeah.
All right. What do you want the next topic to be, Matt?
I was actually like in my visual class. There was this kid in my class who put a trailer for a video game movie called Pixels.
And what is that about?
It's similar to Ghostbusters, but they like encounter video game characters like Pac-Man, Blinky, like video game characters from like the 80s.
Oh, that's cool.
It's pretty cool, and it's all real life. But the characters are like all CGI.
Oh, cool.
And I think, when I was actually watching the trailer, I actually think that the guy who created Pac-Man was actually represented in the film.
Oh, cool. So, all right. So the next topic is going to be Mario Maker. What do you think of that?
I think from what I've saw so far, I think Mario Maker has a. I think Mario Maker is going to be one of Nintendo's top games, along with the other Mario series.
Yeah, like Nintendo did a really good job at Mario Maker. Like
It's
first,
simple
like it
and it's fun
actually
at the same time.
it improved so much since E3 2013. Was it? Wait, what? When did
I
they?
think I think they showed it at E3 2014 because Mario Maker's coming out in 2015.
Oh yeah, because it definitely improved. Because first they only like first they were only gonna do New Super Mario Bros. U and Super Mario Brothers, but now they're gonna do Super Mario Brothers, Super Mario Bros. 3, Super Mario World, and New Super Mario Bros. U. And what do you think they should add any other games, Matt?
They should have. I think they, in my opinion, they should have done like the Super Mario Brothers games from like the handheld consoles, like New Super Mario Brothers on the DS and New Super Mario Bros. 2 on the 3DS.
Yeah, that would be cool. They should also add, even though like they basically just copied it from like a different game, but they should add Super Mario Bros. 2.
Yeah, and I was actually thinking about that too. But the thing is, Super Mario Bros. 2 was actually created from another game from a Japanese video game company.
Yeah, they just copied it and skinned it to look like
So it
Mario.
would be kind of different if Super Mario Bros. 2 was in the collection of the games that Mario Maker had. Because, let's face it, Super Mario Bros. 2, like, the most different Mario game ever.
Yeah, and what do you think? Have you ever seen the new Mario Party, Matt?
Yeah, I've heard of it. I've heard of it. Mario Party 10?
Yeah, have you ever seen any gameplay of it?
Rarely.
Yeah, it doesn't look that bad, but I think they should have made it better.
You know what I would? You know what? That just made me start thinking about Mario Maker. Like, if they did a Call of Duty Black Ops Maker, like you could create your own maps and
That would
like
actually be pretty hard, actually, Matt. I think that'd be
yeah,
hard. It wouldn't be as simple
especially
as Mario
since,
Maker is.
especially since, or yeah,
Because I think on the PC there is like you can make your own maps, but it's pretty hard because you need to know like some types of programming to do that. Like there's this thing where you can make custom Left 4 Dead 2 maps, and I tried it before and it was really hard. I was like, yeah, I give up, and I'm not doing this again because once I get really good at it though, I might do it, but not now because the programming is really hard on that program to do it.
sure.
All right, so. Hmm. Man, next, like I know we're just coming up with the topics, like we're just pulling these topics out of our throats. But next week we'll probably do like we'll come up with the topics before we start the stream, so we won't become unprepared because this is our first stream. So, yeah.
Yeah. Um. Are there any Nintendo games you think like do you think like if Mario Maker the first game was really successful, they could get a second Mario Maker?
I don't think there'll be a second Mario Maker. I think they'll just do DLC, like downloadable content with other Mario
yeah.
games.
But like but the thing is, even though the Mario Maker can be like simple but fun too, it looks simple. Like I feel like the gaming software is too large.
Not really.
Mm.
But I think they should, like I heard that if this game is successful, they'll do like other games like a Zelda Maker and Kirby Maker.
Imagine if they did a Pac-Man Maker.
Mm. Well, I like Pac-Man, but I don't really think that's a good idea.
And besides, Pac-Man's owned by Namco.
Yeah.
Uh,
Alright, I'm gonna go on IGN and look up some gaming news right now to see what else we can talk about.
You should look up the Pixels trailer too, if you have the chance. It looks really good.
Okay. Oh, Alright, so this person I heard that Turkey banned Minecraft because it's too violent. What? Who Who on? Okay, all right. This really does not make sense at all. Grand Theft Auto 5 isn't banned in Turkey, but Minecraft is. Come on, seriously, guys, get some common sense.
Yeah, I know. Imagine like if there was a store in Turkey that sold all Minecraft stuff, or if there was like a
Yeah,
Minecraft, the owners would probably get pissed off.
yeah, he would probably. But I'm gonna look more up and more information about this because there's actually some people like there's this thing in there's this show on Twitch called Creature Talk, and they talked about it, and people people from Turkey in the chat were saying this is bullshit. So I'm not sure if this is real or not. But this one was on IGN, I think.
I don't know why Minecraft was banned. It's not a violent game.
Well, it's not banned in the U.S. It's banned in a different country.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it is.
I don't understand. I don't understand why Minecraft can't be a violent game. You could make it a violent game if you could. And there is a way you can.
Yeah. So it's a Turkish website and leader. Although the game can be seen as encouraging creativity in children by letting them build houses, surround lands, and bridges, mobs, hostile creatures must be killed in order to protect these structures. In short, the video game is based on violence. Really? Like there's a section of Minecraft you can turn the creatures off, where you can turn these hostile creatures off. So I don't know what you're thinking of banning Minecraft, but well, like there's plenty of violent video games, and they're saying that Minecraft is banned, but all of the other violent video games isn't. So this doesn't make any sense at all. So this is pretty stupid.
Whoever came up with the idea of coming up, I kind of agree with this. It doesn't make sense, and it should probably be changed immediately. Or the video gamers of Turkey protest.
Okay, it says the ministry is reportedly concerned its children may confuse the game world with the real one and start torturing animals.
Confuse? Why is Turkey like so protective? Like they're so protective of like, not just Turkey, but like actually I shouldn't say that, but like why does stuff have to be so protective?
Like this, isn't there any other things you have to worry about instead of just video games? There's like plenty of others.
You should be worried about your like going to like war or stuff. Like,
Yeah, and it says the importance of teaching your children the difference between real and fictional universes is strongly omitted, however.
Oh, really? Because that's the same thing with Black Ops. Because Black Ops has like more enhanced graphics than Minecraft. Minecraft is all like pixels.
Yeah.
Yeah, and most of the stuff that's in Minecraft is all fake. Like zombies, it's fake.
Yeah, and kids can tell it's fake too.
Yeah, and it's like playing Call of Duty, but in a cartoon type sense. I would see if Turkey banned Call of Duty. Well, I wouldn't like that either. But I could see why Turkey banned a game like Call of Duty or Black Ops game or something, because that game has real graphics, and even though it doesn't have the full potential to look real, it pretends to look real.
Yeah. Alright, well, let's go back to IGN, main website of IGN, and see what other stuff. Let's go to GameSpot, actually.
Oh, I actually had another topic that I wanted to talk about.
What is it?
NES3.
Yeah.
And you know how, like, it was such a huge success, they created a second one?
Yeah.
Imagine
both
if
of
the imagine if Nintendo created a remix for like the Nintendo 64, Nintendo SNES, or just like SNES.
Yeah, they should. That would be pretty cool. So, what do you
I
think
want to see.
of Nintendo?
I
Speaking
want
of
to see that on the
Nintendo, what do you
Nintendo
think?
64.
Yeah, what do you think of the Nintendo multi-channel network? Like the
I never heard of that.
Nintendo creators. All right, let me text you a article on that. Nintendo.
Let me s-
All right, I'm looking that up right now. It's called the Nintendo Creators Program, Matt. Oh, jeez. Nintendo number.
That was my
I
phone.
can't find. I can't. Yeah, I can't find a good article on it.
Remember that game for the Wii U, Nintendo Land?
Yeah.
Imagine if they had a second game, but like had it like other Nintendo characters and franchises.
Huh. I'm not really that big of a fan of Nintendo Land, to be honest.
What if they created a
Why we?
amusement park?
Yeah.
There was
Let's
actually,
do
I
that.
actually researched this. Like, if they would create an amusement park, and they said like it might be a few years. I don't know if that was actually true. I think I look it up now.
I can't see it. I can't find anything good. How long have you been streaming for, actually?
Ah, I found it.
What is it?
It's from my Nintendo News. This was an article posted two years ago.
What is it?
2013 was posted. It's
No,
about
what?
the Nintendo amusement park. Like one of their executives said that there is a possibility that Nintendo might create an amusement park.
Where? Japan?
I'm not sure. I don't know if they would do it in Japan. It would kind of be a good idea, but I think
Like, I think, like, for Nintendo, when I hated how, like even though I wasn't around like in the 80s, I hated how they changed the controller each system they had. First, in 1985, it was like the square controller. Let me show you a.
I found here's a quote from I think Miyamoto from Nintendo designer Shigeru Miyamoto. He says, "Certainly, with Nintendo being in the entertainment industry, there may come some point in the future where that may become a part of that the amusement park idea might become a possibility. But right now, we've got our hands full creating our digital products. Certainly, it is not a possibility."
So like the first Nintendo controller is just a square, like a rectangle actually on a square. And
I think
Matt,
all the controllers.
you should put a picture. You should put a picture of you should type go to Google Images and search up Nintendo controllers over the years and see what they show up. And then it was the Super Nintendo. It was that dog bone controller.
Imagine if there was a circular Nintendo controller. Imagine if there was a circular
Nintendo. What came out after the SNES? Was it the 64 or was it?
Yeah, it was the 64.
And then it was like this crappy one joystick controller. Like what? and then the GameCube controller came out. It looked
Yep.
like the Xbox controller, but it had one trigger and it had two bumpers. And then the Wii, which is just like a remote. Like, come on, like you can't have third-party games on your system if you're gonna make the remote, if you're gonna make the controller look like crap. And
At
then
least the Wii,
yeah,
at
now we
least
have
the Wii U was
gamepad.
innovative in creating its controller. It was a gamepad.
Wait, what was it, Matt?
At least the Wii U was very popular in creating their controller, a gamepad.
Yeah, because I like how a lot of people thought that Xbox was gonna make a gamepad or Sony was gonna make a gamepad, but that was actually Nintendo. And Nintendo beat them to it.
Yeah. I can't imagine, like, if I wonder, like, if Nintendo, like, for the new Nintendo system, that outside of the box and creating something like totally different from the GameCube, the Wii U, the Wii, and they just created something different.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool if they created something.
And they
different.
made it 3D, and they make it 3D.
Like the reason why they created the 2DS because sometimes I hear an airplane. It's coming. Is there you hear an airplane, right?
Yeah, I hear it.
I hear it too. I heard it first. I heard it through your mic, and I think now I hear it through your mic.
Yep.
Alright, I was thinking about something else. I forgot what it. Oh, like Nintendo should create one controller and keep with it the entire way, not just
But
like.
what if there's like multiplayer, like games that require multiplayer?
Just
And
like you remember the Pro controller? Like they should just come out with a controller like that and keep going with it instead of changing the controller every time they release a system. Because what happens if got used to the controller and now they have to get used to another controller?
Sure.
So,
Actually, Nintendo. I think Nintendo should create a laptop and call it the Nintendo Book.
No, I don't think that would turn out that well. But I would like to hear what's going on with the NX because it's going to be revealed at more information is going to be revealed at E3 this year, and then they might release it. They might just show a review of it on next year in 2016's E3.
What do you think? What do you wish for some of the games to come out with the new Nintendo NX system?
Like they should make like a Mario Kart 9 and some other.
Definitely Mario Kart 9. Have you ever played Mario Kart?
Yeah, I played a little bit of it at your house. Remember?
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, they should also come out with. I was saying, oh yeah, Mario Party 11. Yeah, I can't believe they've been 11 Mario parties already.
They should do.
The first one is on the 64, I think.
Remember that game, Super Mario Galaxy?
Yeah.
Imagine if if there was a Mario game where it was like each of the worlds was a different place of the globe. Like if there was like a world in Japan, China, Germany.
That'd be pretty cool. All right, it's like 6. We have 15 minutes left because I have to go in 15 minutes. So, So did you see the movie yet of the Angry Video Game Nerd?
No, I didn't actually. Did you see it?
No, I didn't. But so did you see the recent episode that just came out?
No, I didn't.
Well, it just came out recently. You should watch it after I close the live stream. But what do you think of the Angry Video Game Nerd?
I like him. He's funny, but the only thing I'm concerned about is that, I'm curious on whether or not he can release the DVD for his movie.
Well, he released a Blu-ray, but I'm not sure about
but like a compact disc version of his film.
Yeah, I know.
Although I have to admit, he might not sell the DVDs because he's afraid that his company might go bankrupt or something. He just wants to stay on Blu-ray.
He doesn't have to. Really doesn't have a company. It's just him doing it by himself.
Well, he actually does have a company overall. It's Cinemaster. Like he does other stuff besides the Angry Video Game Nerd,
Yeah,
like
I know.
Board James, the Bullshit Man, and all the bullshit segments.
Yeah. So
Like after what?
what do you think of the funniest bullshit segments there was?
I remember there was this one episode I was watching of the Angry Video Game Nerd, and then the Bullshit Man made a camo appearance to help like the Angry Video Game Nerd open a box, help the Angry Video Game Nerd open
Oh
a
yeah, I remember it. Which game was that? I forgot. I remember that episode.
Oh, it was the game watches.
Oh yeah, yeah, I remember now.
If you've like let's say after you watch the Angry Video Game Nerd movie, would you see a sequel like after you watched it?
Yeah, I'm not really sure because to make an independent movie by yourself with friends and stuff is really such a pain because you have to spend a lot of money on locations and stuff. I'm not
Yeah.
really sure if there'll be a sequel or not because Yule's gonna have to spend a lot more money on a sequel because he's had to spend
Remember
money on this one too.
remember that bullshit episode he created like and he talked about like movie titles like and how stupid they were?
Yeah,
Like you got um something the first, something the second, and then you got something.
yeah,
If
yeah. I
we
remember. Yeah,
like if we were to do like another stream, but make it in the format similar to the what's bullshit segments from Cinemassacre, what would you think we would do our stream based off of?
I'm not sure, but like I'm not sure what we're gonna do our next stream because like on Friday we're gonna probably come up with the topics and might stream on Saturday, but I'm not sure what we're gonna do.
Saturday I'm going to Cancun.
Oh
So,
yeah, I completely forgot about that.
but maybe we could Skype.
Yeah, but not stream. We can just Skype.
Yeah.
So what do you think of Clash of Clans?
I think Clash of Clans is a decent game.
Yeah, like did you really spend money on games?
They should create Clash of Clans for like the Wii U, but
No,
make it like sort of
like it just should be a mobile game because I don't think Supercell will have enough money for making it on console.
imagine if Nintendo started creating mobile games.
They are actually doing it.
Really?
Yeah, it's they're working with this company. I forgot what the company's called. Let me look up that article again.
Sweet. I want because I'm thinking about if they're doing like if they're like like imagine if you could play like Super Mario Brothers on your iPad.
Um, Let me look up. All right, this is the last topic we're talking about, by the way. And Nintendo Japan Mobile Company Dina. All right. Yeah, like they're colliding with this. Well, not really collabing, but they're says Nintendo and mobile company Dina partner to create smartphone games and new membership programs.
What are their new games that they're gonna be doing?
Well, it's not there's not a lot of information released right now, but they are doing some mobile games. I'm not sure what kind of mobile games they're going to plan on making, but they are making mobile games for a fact. And they're with this Japanese company called Dina.
Oh, darn, I want to say I hope the apps are like I hope they're like repeats of if they're doing they should create all their apps in 8-bit style.
Oh yeah, that would be pretty cool. And also,
Keep because the 8-bit is like Nintendo is like the classic Nintendo, and I feel like that like if they brought back the 8-bit and imagine if Nintendo created new characters exclusively for their mobile games.
yeah, like what Nintendo decided to do with when they created the NX, a lot like you know how Sega makes mobile games now instead of physical copy games for the systems.
Yeah.
Like Sega started out with making video game systems. Now they're just making they're just making mobile games instead of physical copy games. And
Well,
a lot of people
well, they're
freaked out that Nintendo is going to become the new Sega, and they're like, "Oh my God, Nintendo's going to go bankrupt, and now they're going to do mobile games." But no, like the reason why Nintendo came out with the NX and announced it early was because everybody was freaking out that Nintendo was going to become Sega, but Nintendo actually realized that they freaked everybody out and decided to launch announce the NX early, so people wouldn't get freaked out that Nintendo is going to go to mobile games instead of because like a lot of people.
Nintendo. I think Nintendo should start creating mobile games, but I think it should continue creating like console games too.
Yeah, that's what they're doing because that's why they announced the NX early because a lot of people were freaking out saying, "Oh my God, Nintendo's going to go bankrupt. Mario and Kirby and Zelda will be on Xbox One and PS4 instead of their own console." Well, Nintendo is making a new console, so don't worry. They're not giving up on the console business, guys.
Yeah.
All right.
Besides, they're class.
What?
Oh.
No,
Besides, they're like classical characters, and compared to like Sonic, I wouldn't even give a crap about Sonic. I care about Mario though, because he's like #1 in the video game industry.
Yeah. All right. This is the end of the stream. This is Jovi1998. Make sure to rate, comment, favorite, and subscribe. And this has been the end of the stream. Matt?
Thank you guys for enjoying our stream, and we hope you go on, like if you listen to our other upcoming streams.
All right. All right. See you later, guys.